Hello, everybody. Welcome to your 5-minute Monday moment. My name is Ellen McKay, and today we are going to be thinking about creativity. And creativity can mean different things to different people. It doesn't always mean art or dance, kind of what we think of as like the typical way to create. It can be anything that really speaks to you. So we're going to do a little meditation just with some visualization to maybe discover what you find is creative. And then I'm going to give you a challenge at the end. So go ahead and get nice and comfortable wherever you'd like to be. Settle in, maybe close the eyes if you choose. Take some deep breaths in and out. Maybe feel those shoulders soften a little bit, the jaw gently release some. Good. So maybe the eyes are closed, maybe not. If they aren't closed, try to find something that you can focus on that doesn't really distract you in any way. So maybe it's a spot on the wall or the ceiling or the floor. Just some kind of neutral area. And we'll get started in the mind. I just want you to see yourself doing something that is fun. And again, this can be different for everybody. So what is fun to you? So maybe you get a few pictures in your mind or maybe words in your mind that come up that are fun for you, kind of bring you joy, maybe make you feel young and happy and excited, invigorated. Take another couple breaths, just maybe even picturing yourself doing those things. Good. So keep that in your mind. And that's where we're going to draw this creativity from. So I want you to think of one of those things that made you feel invigorated and happy and excited. And I'd like you to see yourself doing something similar to that now. And it might look different than it did when you did it the first time or when you did it a lot. But how would that look if it lived right now in this present moment? What would that look like to you? Take the next few breaths to see that in your mind. Good. So as you visualize yourself doing that thing, whatever it is, in the present moment, I want you to feel, I encourage you to feel some empowerment and some encouragement. So sometimes when we are creative or we think about being creative, it feels maybe a little risky. It requires some vulnerability, some intimacy with ourself and knowing ourselves and willing to maybe take a little risk, kind of put ourselves out there. Give us that opportunity for joy that might feel a little scary sometimes. So imagine yourself just kind of patting yourself on the back or cheering yourself on. Or maybe you have a big fan already in your life. Imagine them cheering you on as you do this new activity, as you express your creativity. A few more breaths here. Good. If the eyes are closed, slowly begin to open the eyes back up. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And my challenge to you is over the next week, find an opportunity to do that creative activity at least once. It doesn't have to be for a long period of time. It doesn't have to be the way that it used to be, but I just encourage you to take a small amount of time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever it is, to try out being that creative person again. Our creativity gets lost sometimes, especially when we have a lot to do. We feel like we can't fit that into our schedule. Maybe it feels even selfish to do that. But as we're learning, this opportunity for self-care and self-love can be found in all different kinds of moments. So I encourage you to find that creative outlet for yourself this week. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to know what your creative outlet is and how you practiced it this week. Thanks for joining me.